Hello to all of my wonderful Libras. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with a very special reading on today. Libras, we're going to be talking about a lot of things besides the fact that you all are amazing. Besides that, right? We're talking about every single thing about you all and what to expect moving forward. Because we know we had the full moon, right? We had that at the end of the month. Now we're in a waning moon, which is at like 62%, I believe. Yes, what that means, what the full meant for you all, full moon meant for you all, what this waning moon means for everybody. We're also going to be talking about the number 5. Yes. So let's get right into it. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time because we're not going to spend a whole lot of time on this, as I know y'all are ready to just get to the general reading. This is a general reading. The cards that I'm using are the Light Seers Tarot deck by Chris, and these cards right here are these Oracle cards that you see over here are the Sacred Self-Care cards by Jill Pyle. Okay, let's get into it. I want you all to say very loud and proud that I am a Libra. Yes, I want you all to be proud of that, being proud of a Libra, because there's so many wonderful things that go along with being a Libra, right? So why not be proud? Why not proudly say you're Libra? Start saying, I am justice. Yes, I see things from both sides of the coin. That's why I cannot be easily manipulated, right? I am cooperative. I am diplomatic. I am glorious. I am gracious. I am social. I am a social being. Of course, we have some Libras who are not, but there are some, for the most part, you all are social beings. I am understanding. I'm an idealist. I am fair-minded. I'm a great listener. That's why people want to come to you and tell you things, because they know that you're a great listener. You all are very charming and also romantic. I'm also talking to the Libra in my chart as well. So let's get into your reading. Most High God in the universe, please give me a special reading for my wonderful Libras as it relates to all areas of their lives, specifically in areas of power and intellect, money and wealth, creativity and emotions, and spirituality, and where they need to take actions. Yes. You all Librans are jewels of the Zodiac. Yes. You all are the jewels of the Zodiac. And people really admire everything about you, whether you realize it or not. People really, really do. When people get frustrated with Libras, it's because they cannot manipulate Libras, because you see both sides of the coin. Like I said, you all are justice, right? And your ruling planet is Venus. Your ruling planet is Venus, right? Which you all already know, right? Venus is the planet of harmony and also of affections, right? Yeah, so you all are very harmonious creatures. You all would rather get along with people than not get along with people, right? But, people are always there trying to trigger Libras. Here we go, the Moon card. Some of you all may have been in a tricky love situation, and love situation doesn't necessarily mean a romantic situation. Just wanted to say that off the cuff. Here we go, but this full moon exposed everything. Like I said, people better stop dismissing the full moon, right? So you all don't need to go it alone in this lifetime. When things are exposed, and again, things that's on your frequency and things that's not on your frequency, then it's time to act accordingly. Decide, okay, does this person go or do they stay, right? Yes. Like I said, some of you all are real quick. You all are real close, not quick, but you're really close to making a final decision about a situation that you've been in that just has not necessarily served your highest purpose. And the fact that we're in the waning moon, we're going to talk about that in just a second. But again, this is you saying, you know what, I don't really need to go it alone. I do have people around me that genuinely love and care about me, so I don't need to really go this situation alone. So a lot of y'all are real close to making some decisions about some things if you haven't already. You've decided to ascend. Your spirit has decided to ascend and to move higher above low frequency energy. Let's move this over a little bit so that you can see these cards. You've decided to ascend higher than the low vibration energy, right? So this is what I'm saying. If you all are in a tricky love situation, the tricky love situation could have been with a family member. It could be a romantic love or whatever. That person is falling while you're ascending because you're not on the same frequencies and haven't been for a while. Your thoughts are becoming a lot more clear. This is the Hierophant card. Your thoughts are becoming a lot clearer for you, a lot more organized, right? When you're in a tricky love situation, again, it could be a family member. Love, it doesn't necessarily mean romantic love, right? You all get that, right? It doesn't necessarily mean romantic love, but when you're in a tricky love situation, it can cloud your thoughts, where your thoughts are not clear, they're not organized, right? A lot of you all are healing. Some of you all have already healed, right? But that healing energy is very attractive to people. People are drawn to that light in you. Some of you all are just stars. This is the Aquarius card, which is another air sign, but nevertheless, some of you all are shining bright. You're shining brighter than, because what I'm getting from this spread right here so far is that some of you all have been in relationships with people who have just been jealous of you. A jealous cousin, a jealous aunt or uncle, a jealous significant other. You know what I'm saying? They're just jealous of the fact that your star keeps shining so bright. Even in dark places, you shine even brighter. Whoa. Yes. And so you coming close to making a final decision because you've learned a lot along the way of this long and arduous path for you. You're right here. This is how it ends up for you, is feeling like, wow, I am feeling great about life. This is this childlike exuberance. See this person throwing up, I'm going to make sure we see, throwing up this baton, just feeling great about life. This is you. You're getting your fire back. You're really starting to get your fire back, right? So here's the thing, right? You all are mind-based air signs. So this is about exploring the giving and receiving with non-attachment and objectivity, right? This is about allowing people in your space that there's no conditions attached, right, on either side. Knowing that, hey, they are in my space because we're on the same frequency. Having conversations with people where upfront boundaries have been set, going into a situation. And this is backtracking, talking about the full moon, backtracking, talking about setting up new agreements for your relationships in your life, being calm, cool, collected, also having an open heart. Like I said, you all are really, really nice people. And that's kind of an understatement when I talk about Libras. Excuse me, but this is not allowing people to stay in your space that cause you to become unreliable or indecisive or anything like that. This is taking action, divine masculine side, taking action to nurture yourselves, right? And the nurturing of yourself is this energy right here. All this energy rising above it. Listening to your intuition, because it's at its peak. People are being exposed all around you. People that's on the same frequency, people that's not on the same frequency. Everything is being exposed. And also allowing your thoughts to become more crystal clear, not falling prey to peer pressure at all. Just saying, no, if it doesn't serve my highest person, I have no choice I have a choice, but I've chosen to ascend and let that person just fall, right? Just let that person fall. Because again, you decided, I'm not going to go this route alone, especially if you're in a relationship with a person that makes you feel like you're alone. There's a song by Jill Scott, and I know she's an Aries, but this is oh my gosh, I can hear the music in my head. I'm not a singer, so I'm not going to sing it. I'm not going to embarrass myself by even trying to sing. But she's talking about being in a relationship with the person who she feels like she might as well be by herself. That kind of energy. And that's what I'm getting from this spread of cards. So of course it's not going to resonate with everybody. But again, this is you starting to create healthy boundaries. And that was the time during the full moon. So during the waning moon, like we know what the waning moon means, right? It looks like it gives the appearance that the moon is starting to look smaller. We know what waning means. You can look up the definition of waning if you're not clear about it. But it looks like the moon size is decreasing, right? But what it actually represents to all of us is that it's a time of reflection, purging, and decluttering. It's also a time to let go of people and things that no longer serve our highest purpose. It's also a time to put together that gratitude list, right? Again, you're setting those healthy boundaries. You're like, okay, I'm feeling good about my life, and it's time to put some things in order, like things becoming more organized for you. Your energy may be even slowing down, where you can just actually focus and concentrate on some things. Doesn't necessarily mean that you're sleeping more, you're getting tired or whatever, but I'm saying slowing down so you can really pay attention to a lot of things. Right now, a lot of people are doing this waning moon. Like I said, it's at 62% where the moon size is decreasing. People are tweaking, they are honing, they are adjusting at will, right? Deciding who gets to stay and who gets to go, but creating those very firm boundaries and not deviating from it. Because remember, you all are justice, so you all know how to see both sides of the coin. So you're not going to let people stay in your space that's going to cause you any more stress, strain, and struggle, right? Yes, let's talk about the number 5 for a second. We want to introduce the number 5 to the reading because it is so important. It is so important. So 5, when we talk about root numbers being from 1 to 9, right? Because at 10 it starts back at 1, 11 it starts at 2, 12 it starts at 3. You know, the root, I mean not the single digit or the root number. It reduces to that single root number, but 5 is in the middle of the numbers 1 through 9, right? So 5 is a visual representation of the pivot point, representing versatility, movement, decisions, taking a risk, a new beginning of some kind. That's what the 5 represents. Number 5s are naturally connected to higher consciousness by virtue of their keen sense of freedom in nature. Number 5s are the ultimate multitaskers, which is great. Number 5 have great magnetism and charm, which makes them very attractive, right? You can't let people you're an air sign, very powerful and very intellectual. So you can't let people try to stifle your air, right? And you're a star. You are a star, right? Like I said, this is Aquarius's card, but again, it came out in your spread of cards to say that this is healing energy, right? And so you are healing a multitude of people, whether the person that you're in a tricky love situation understands it or not, right? But again, you have some firm decisions that you need to make. Number 5's vibration is very alert and bright. Number 5s have an innate connection to their surroundings that make them extremely fine-tuned, noticing everything in great detail. Great. Number 5s are also accustomed to applause and accolades because they stay in high vibrational frequency mode. They stay there, right? They're not vibrating low. So this is you ascending while that person is descending, right? Yeah, they're falling by the wayside. And every time they do something to distract you, Libra, they end up falling deeper and deeper while you continue to ascend higher and higher. And at that level, all kinds of things are at your access. Remember, when you ascend higher, everything comes to you first, right? For them, they're falling by the wayside, right? So it would be in everybody's best interest to try to vibrate higher. But for this spread of cards, for you chose to vibrate higher because you are healed energy. Things a lot clearer. You don't have a lot of things that's cluttering your focus. That's why your thoughts are a lot more organized. That's why you're feeling a lot freer and you're feeling like a person who's literally throwing up a baton, right? And so due to your natural versatility, this is number 5, due to your natural versatility and openness, setbacks don't affect you for long. You're able to rebound very quickly and move on, living beautifully in the present moment. That's what I'm talking about, ascending higher and incorporating the number 5 into all of that, right? Yeah, let's pull out the second set and see what the rest of these cards have to say for you. But yeah, as you ascend, they descend. I just want you to know that because you are healed. Let's go ahead and just put that seed, plant that seed right in your spirit. You are healed, Libra. Your thoughts are more organized. You are feeling better about life. You see? Yes. Absolutely. So for those of you who are still in a tricky love situation, that right there, let's see what the rest of the cards have to say. Because it doesn't have to be that way. Yep. Yeah, some of you all have been crying. Yep, that situation is about to end. I didn't even want to say it before I dropped the rest of these cards because I didn't want to be premature, but I already knew. What the cards were going to say. As a result of you ascending and them descending, guess what? And that relationship ending, where's that death card? I just saw the death card. Yes, and that relationship ending, that part of you that cares about you know, whatever the comments they're making or whatever, that part ends. And guess what? You start sleeping better. Your sleep is just so much better. I mean, it's sweeter. It's a sweeter sleep, right? Because you've already been there. You've already done all of this. The crying and the stress and the headaches. And look at this right here. This is a bed frame. I don't know if you all can you all see that? Is it too close? See this bed frame right here? This is a bed frame. Person is crying in this pillow. Person is crying, but look also, ancestors watching over you, protecting you, keeping you safe. Like, this is not going to last for long. Remember, you're at the tail end of all this. You're coming in for the last stretch of all of this. Let me see, make sure I got. You're coming in for the last stretch of all this tear and frustration and crying. They don't even realize, Libra, if they treat you right, then they too can ascend and they can have access to all the things that you have access to. But because in their mind, their ego is in the way, that's why they cannot. That's why they can't reach up and just grab it like you can. But see, you've already put in the time. You've been loyal. You've been all these wonderful things. And look at this, ancestors here, watching over you, protecting you. The moment you leave that situation, look at all this stuff being released to you. And it's being released quick, fast, 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 fast. Yes, quick progression. Look at this. I'm getting so nervous. I almost dropped the cards. I'm so happy to tell you all this. Look, here we go. We have legacy wealth for you, right? Legacy wealth and victory on the other side of that relationship ending. Yes, that relationship ending. I'm telling you, it is decluttering time. I'm trying to tell everybody, listen, that's what this waning moon represents. It's time to declutter. Yes, yes, yes. Because on the other side of this, outside of this relationship, you have a person, you have people, Libra, this is what I'm trying to tell you. You have people that's not going to hold back. They're going to go all out for you, right? Yeah, they are going to go all out for you. They're going to be open to discussing, you know, whatever topics that you want to discuss, but they're also bringing their great discussions about theater, about antiques, about decorating, about art collecting, about, they're just marvelous conversationalists. They right up there with you, and y'all are like on that same frequency. And I'm not talking about a romantic love interest. I'm talking about just people on the same frequency as you, right? On the exact same frequency as you. So that's wonderful, right? They know how to take their position without being disagreeable. They're not constantly challenging you. You know what I'm saying, Libra? I mean, like, they're not dramatic. Let me just say it that way. They don't see you as competition. They're not trying to drag you down with them. They're just not. They're just happy to be in your presence, and you're happy to be in their presence, right? Yeah, so this situation right here that's ending, if it hasn't already ended, is dying out. I'm telling you, the moment you drop off that energy, you're going to start soaring. You watch. I'm telling you, you're going to start soaring. All right. Like I said, if you want a personal reading, because I know I've talked to a lot of Libras, it's like, oh my gosh, you just told my whole story, right? So if you want a personal reading, again, queenamunra.com is my website, and just click on schedule a reading. I have new prices up there and everything for everybody that will accommodate everybody. So yes, let's pull an oracle card and see what these oracle cards have to say. Again, these are the self-care sacred, the Sacred Self-Care Oracle deck by Jill Pyle. Let's see what this card has to say. Like, make a meal. Yes. Look at this. 3 + 2 is 5. It's a pivotal point in your life, right? This is about you just treating yourself, nurturing yourself. Look at all this health conscious foods right here. This is about you just, saying, you know what? I love a good restaurant. I love a good meal. But guess what? I'm getting ready to treat myself to a very health conscious meal. It's going to be a gourmet style meal for me. I'm going to focus on nurturing me. And that's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about for you, because you all deserve it, Libras. You all, like I said, you all deserve. When I hear people say negative things about Libras, I'm like, well, who Libras do they know? What kind of Libras have they been dealing with? But yeah. So I want you all to say, I want you all to focus on the things that please you, things that make you happy in your life, and nothing else. I mean, seriously, just unapologetically, nothing else. Focusing on you, right? because this is you nourishing yourself. This is you creating your own manna. This is you nourishing yourself with food infused with love. You know how people talk about soul food, right? This is you making your own soul food because you deserve it. This is you nurturing yourself like you deserve to be nurtured. This is what I have for you. As you ascend, they're going to descend, and that's when everything is going to be released to you. That's what I have for you, Libras. Have a great one. Bye.